highly self-centered. You can ask me to use the word in a sentence, give you its definition. It's part of speech, and that's real important because if it's a plural noun, I'm going to say it is a plural noun, so we know that. You can ask this language origin. You can ask me to repeat it a number of times. Or you have I will say start 33. Okay? So if I say that, that's a lot. Not good. If you were the kind of kid who likes to write, my students in the reading so far can like to write the word. You may write it on the hand of your finger. You can write it on the back of your pad if that's what makes you comfortable. I even had a boy at senior time who wrote on his sled. That's fine. But it wrote worse for you. No. Well, nobody has smart country. So we used to go all right. If I can spell 19 words and spell 19 is still 20 that word. 20 once it's mixed, y'all know what's happening to it here. If you get it right, will they hear any encouragement? So if you don't hear anything, what we're going to do is it okay? I'm going to take time to practice with their name. Okay, so what we're going to do is come up to the microphone. This one is not just come up to the microphone and you're going to say your first name and spell it.
Beverly. Beverly. Just like that. And the reason we do that is so the judges can see if they can hear. Also, if you go Beverly, B-E-V, and start walking back to your seat, they will not hear what you're saying. So stay right on top. Okay? Yeah, and if you're shorter, most of you are probably taller than I am. We don't want you to be standing way up on the okay? Do you have questions for me that I might not answer? Yes. Oh, thank you. No capital letters. You don't have to say. If you say that's how you study them, it's fine. No hyphens, just all letters. Yes. No. It has space in it, just all in letters. So the judges are right now. You know that I do. So you know who I am. So spell it one, come up and we'll see how this works.
Mason, M-A-S-O-N, Mason.
Colt, C-O-L-T.
Mohammed, M-O-H-A-M-M-E-D.
Kayla, K-A-Y-L-A. Kayla. Addie, A-D-D-I-E. Addie.
Gemma, J-E-M-M-A.
Jaden, J-A-D-E-N.
J-O-G-I-R-A-N, Ron.
Josiah, J-O-S-I-A-H.
Kayla, K-A-Y-L-A, Kayla. Gia, G-I-A, Gia.
Ethan, E-T-H-A-N.
Nicholas, N-I-C-O-L-A-S. Thomas, T-H-O-M-A-S.
Ethan, I-F-E-N-N-A.
David, D-A-V-I-D.
Zelina, A-A-Z-I-A.
Elteri, E-L-J-O-U-R-I. Okay, C-A-D-E. Michael, M-S-H-A-U-L. Sky, S-K-Y-E. Eden, N-I-D-U. L-E-L-I-S-O-N. P-I-M-S-A-Y.
Testing, and that completes the practice round. Now you may clap. I know that some of you are going to want a nice picture of your student, so we're going to do one thing quick before we start. Front row, if you are on the front row, will the whole front row stand up? And this will give your families a chance to take a picture if they want. It's like y'all are only in 6th grade and you have paparazzi already. This is cool. Did we get them? Okay, front row, sit down. Thank you so much. Second row, stand up. Thank you, second row. Third row. And your family should be very proud of you. Parents, let's give these spellers, all of them, a huge round of applause. Judges ready? Spellers ready, or as ready as you're going to be, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, please do that. Here, you want this?
Good morning. I want to welcome you this morning. I'm Haley, the reading facilitator. These kids have worked so hard. I'm so very proud of them. I did want to introduce who we have with us today. We've already met Mrs. Richard. This is her 12th spelling bee this season. So she is a 12th spelling bee pronouncer. We have Mrs. Franzella, who's on our school board, one of our judges. Mrs. Day, she's a librarian at Foster High School, another judge. Our very own Mrs. Smith, our librarian here. And then one thing I do want to point out is Mrs. Helsel, she is our appeals. We will have a formal appeals process. If a parent or teacher wants to make an appeal, he will go to the appeals table. She will give you the form to fill out to give to the judges. They will review the appeal, and then the judges will ruling is final on the evening. So, I'm very proud of all of you guys, and that's the 2019 spelling bee begin.
All right, speller 1. Deters. Deters. Pardon me? Oh, deters.
D E T R E S.
Speller 2. This word has a homonym. Audience. It is a noun. Its definition, those present at a stage or film production or viewing of a televised program. Audience.
Audience. A U D I E N C E.
Speller 3. This word has a homonym. Staggered. It is a verb. Its definition, swayed or tottered when standing or walking. Staggered. Organist.
Organist. O R G A N I F S T. Organist.
This word could be confused with a similar word, sundering. It is a verb. Its definition, breaking or forcing apart. Sundering.
Sundering. S U N D E R I N G. Sundering.
Luggage.
Luggage. L U G G A G E. Luggage.
That's a bill, but that's not the same. Do we need to wait a second? Will it be again, or is that it? In 4 minutes. We're trying to get a few words in the meanwhile. This word could be confused with a similar word, furrow. It is a verb. Its definition, to cultivate or fill as if with a plow. Furrow.
Furrow. F U R O. Furrow.
Memorial. Memorial.
Memorial. N E N O R I A. Memorial.
Amplify.
A M P L I P H Y.
This word could be confused with a similar word, refrain. It is a noun. Its definition, a phrase or verse that recurs regularly, typically within a poem or song. Refrain.
Refrain. R-E-F-R-A-I-N. Refrain.
Mulish.
Mulish. M-U-L-I-S-H. Mulish.
Obstacles.
O-P,
Obstacles. Obstacles. This word could be confused with a similar word, deportment. It is a noun. Its definition, behavior or conduct, deportment.
Can you say it again?
Deportment.
Deportment. D-E-P-O-R-T-M-E-N-T. Deportment.
Agricultural.
Agricultural. A-G-R-I-C-U-L-T-U-R-A.
Disturbance.
disturbance. D-I-S-T-U-R-B-A-N-C-E. Disturbance.
Hazmat.
Hazmat. H-A-Z-M-A-T. Hazmat.
Perfume.
P-E-R-F-U-M-E.
This word could be confused with a similar word, chimney. It is a noun. Its definition, a vertical structure incorporated into a building that carries off smoke, fumes, or gases. Chimney.
Chimney. C-H-I-M-N-E-Y.
This word has a near homonym, domain. It is a noun. Its definition, a large subdivision of the internet denoted by an abbreviation consisting of computers or sites with a common purpose or a common location. Domain.
Domain. D-O-M-A-I-N. Domain.
Carpenter.
P E N T U.
Parcel,
Can you repeat that, please?
parcel,
Parcel. P-A. P-A-C-I-A-L.
sheetrock,
She.
Twenty-three. Will you sit down just for a second? The judges are checking on something. Thank you, honey. I'm sorry. Speller 23, there's no bell for you. And thank you, audience, for waiting so nicely. The judges are so highly paid for this job that they have to do. But it is their decision. They consulted the rules, and there was nothing that they could change. So we'll go on. Speller 24, equator,
Can you repeat the word?
equator,
E-Q-U-A-T-O-R, equator.
throttle,
Throttle. T-H-R-O-T-T-L-E, throttle.
and that completes round 1. For all of the spellers who went out in round 1, would you all stand? We'd like to give you a round of applause. You worked so hard. And remember, you can spell in 7th grade and in 8th grade in competition. So keep at it. Thank you. Capable,
Capable. C-A-P-A-B-L-E, capable.
vacancy,
Vacancy. V-A-C-A-N-C-Y, vacancy.
beatboxing,
Beatboxing. B-E-A-T-B-O-X-I-N-G, beatboxing.
gingerbread,
Gingerbread. G-I-N-G-E-R-B-R-E-A-D, gingerbread.
this word has a near homonym, confection. It is a noun. Its definition, a delicacy, confection,
You repeat the word again?
confection.
You say in the sentence, please.
Sure, absolutely. Turkish delight is a chewy confection, often flavored with finely chopped nuts and rose water. Confection.
Confection. C-O-N-F-E-C-T-I-O-N, confection.
Spleen,
Repeat the word.
spleen.
Can you use in your sentence?
Sure. The cells within the spleen, excuse me, I lost my place. The cells within the spleen remove microorganisms from the blood and destroy them. Spleen.
Spleen. S-P-L-A-E-N.
Certain.
Certain. C-E-R-T-A-I-N. Certain.
Museum.
Museum. M-U-S-E-U-M.
This word could be confused with a similar word, vinyl. It is a noun. Its definition, any of a group of tough, durable plastics based on resins that are used especially in the forming of films and sheeting, flooring, and sound records. Vinyl.
Vinyl. V-I-N-Y-L. Vinyl.
Sanitized. Sanitized.
S-A-N-I-T-I-Z-E-D, sanitized.
Shepherd.
Repeated.
Shepherd.
Shepherd. S-H-E-P-A-R-D. Shepherd.
Campaign. Campaign.
C-A-M-P-A-I-N-G.
This word has a homonym, braid. It is a verb. Its definition, made a loud, harsh cry, used of a donkey. Braid.
Can you repeat the word?
Braid.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes. When the donkey brayed, it sounded like it was saying Eeyore, hence the name of the donkey from Winnie the Pooh. Braid.
Braid. B-R-A-D-E. Braid.
This word could be confused with a similar word, teak. It is a noun. Its definition, the hard, strong, durable, yellowish-brown wood of a tall East Indian timber tree, which is highly resistant to insect attacks and warping and is used for shipbuilding. Teak.
Teak. T-E-A-K. Teak.
Cannonade. Cannonade.
C-A-N-A-I-D.
Multiplication.
Multiplication. M-U-L-T-I-P-L-I-C-H-L.
Cahoots.
Can we have a definition?
Yes. Secret agreement. Collusion. Cahoots.
K-A-H-O-O-T-S. Cahoots.
Louisiana. Yes, Louisiana. And that completes round 2. Judges, I am showing 12 spellers on the stage. Is that correct by your account? For all spellers who went out in round 2, would you please stand up so we can give you a round of applause? Thank you. Excellent spelling. Keep it up. Okay, we're ready to begin round 3. This word has a homonym, tarry. It is a verb. Its definition, to dawdle or procrastinate. Tarry.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Tarry.
Terry. T-E-R-I-A-T-Y. Terry.
This word could be confused with a similar word, archives. It is a plural noun. Its definition, repositories for documents of historical value. Archives.
Archives. A-R-C-H-I-V-E-S. Archives.
Opportunity.
Can you repeat the word?
Opportunity.
Can you use it in words, please?
Yes. Greg welcomed the opportunity to do volunteer work at the Veterans Hospital. Opportunity.
Opportunity. O-P-P-O-R-T-U-N-I-T-Y. Opportunity.
Salamanders.
Salamanders. S-A-L-A-M-A-N-D-E-R-S. Salamanders.
This word could be confused with a similar word, amino. It is an adjective. Let's start this again. This word could be confused with a similar word, amino. It is an adjective. Its definition, relating to or containing the group NH2 united to a radical other than an acid radical. Amino.
Can you say the word again?
Amino. Yes, the amino groups present in a compound determine what type of protein is formed. Amino. This word could be confused with a similar word, exposure. It is a noun. Its definition, a condition of being subjected to an influence or to an experience. Exposure. Exposure.
Explosion. E X P M S U M E. Explosion.
Tabasco.
Can you say the word again, please?
Tabasco.
Tabasco. Tobasco.
Periodically.
Periodic.
Periodically.
Periodically. P E R I O G I C A L L Y. Periodically.
This word could be confused with a similar word, withers. It is a plural noun. Its definition, the ridge on a horse that falls between the shoulder bones. Withers.
W I H E R S. Withers.
This word has a near homonym, vortices. It is a plural noun. Its definition, tornadoes, quickly moving and spiraling columns of air. Vortices.
Vortices. VORTICES. Vortices.
This word has a homonym. This word has a homonym, haughty. It is an adjective. Its definition, arrogant or disdainfully proud. Haughty.
Could you repeat the word?
Haughty.
Haughty. HAUDI.
Depot. And that completes round 3. Now, wait, spell it for me. Now we've come to a part of our B that will help us determine who the Wertheimer best spellers are. And how we will do this is all the words that we've had thus far have been words that they have studied. And probably parents that you have studied and know very well yourselves. Now we are going to switch to what are called additional words. These students have not studied these words, but they are words that they've seen in their reading probably since second grade, maybe first grade. The reason we do this is because the winner from Wertheimer will advance to the Fort Bend County Spelling Bee. And in that spelling bee, about half of the words are studied words, and about half are words they've not seen. The winners from that advance to University of Houston, to the Houston PBS Regional Spelling Bee. And there is no list for that one. You study the dictionary. And for the National Spelling Bee, if you should win that one and go to Washington, D.C., you study the dictionary. So we need to find out who our best spellers are. But guys, you've got this. Take your one hand, take a hand, right or left, I don't care. Pat yourself on the back. You've already done so well. If you were a speller who went out in the third round too, would you stand up? So we can give you a round of applause. Keep spelling, guys. Thank you. Now speller for you. Been ready all along. Prospect.
P-R-O-S-P-E-C-T, prospect.
This word has a near homonym, scandal. It is a noun. Its definition, a circumstance or action that offends propriety or established moral conceptions or disgraces those associated with or involved in it. Scandal.
Can you use it as a sentence, please?
Sure. The tabloids are always full of some scandal or other. Scandal.
Scandal. S-C-A-N-D-A-L. Scandal.
Glitch. Sure. A glitch in the video game caused the character's appearance to change unexpectedly. Glitch.
Glitch. G-L-I-T-C-H. Glitch.
Export. Export.
Export. E-X-P-O-R-T. Export.
Flimsy.
May I please have a definition?
Yes. Lacking in physical strength or substance. Flimsy.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
The actress playing Juliet worried that the flimsy wood used to build the set wouldn't support her during the balcony scene. flimsy,
flimsy. F-L-I-M-S-Y, flimsy.
regions,
May you repeat the word?
regions,
R-E-G-I-O-N-S, regions.
enough.
Can you please, use it in the definition?
Sure, its definition, marked by or present or occurring in such quantity, quality, or scope as to satisfy fully the demands, wants, or needs of a situation or of a proposed use or end. Enough.
Can you please use it in the sentence?
Lucretia worried that there would not be enough lasagna for the whole family, so she also made 2 side dishes and a salad. Enough.
Enough. E-N-O-U-G-H, enough.
Capsize.
Capsize. C-A-P-S-I-Z-E-D, capsize.
And that completes round 4. Boiling.
Boiling. B-O-I-L-I-N-G, boiling.
Overcome.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Yes. With perseverance, you can overcome many challenges. Overcome.
Overcome. O-V-E-R-C-O-M-E, overcome.
Withhold.
Withhold. W-I-T-H-H-O-L-D, withhold.
In all the bees that I've called, only 4 kids have gotten withhold right, which, what do you guess they do? Forget that extra age, so kudos, good job. Mercy.
Can you please read that in the sentence?
Sure, whenever anyone eats Nina's super spicy chili, she offers them mercy in the form of a glass of milk. Mercy.
Mercy. M-E-R-C-Y, mercy.
Strain.
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Sure. Celia has to strain her arm to reach the cereal box on the top shelf of the pantry. Strain.
Strain. S-T. R-A-I-N, strain.
Marketplace.
Marketplace. M-A-R-K-E-T-P-L-A-C-E, marketplace.
Broadcast.
Broadcast. BROADCAST. Broadcast.
And that completes round 5. Chickpea.
Chickpea. CHICKPEA. Chickpea.
Meanwhile,
Do you need a sentence?
yes, the storm raged outside. Meanwhile, the family was cozy by the fireplace inside. Meanwhile,
Can I have the definition?
at the same time. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, MEANWHILE. Meanwhile.
surgery.
May I please remove the sentence?
Yes, Peyton has a scar on her palm from the carpal tunnel surgery she had 2 years ago. Surgery.
Surgery. SER. Wait. GUAR.
Dangerous.
Can you please use that one?
The mountaineers had to know that tomorrow's climb is more dangerous than any they have ever attempted. Dangerous.
Dangerous. DANGEROUS. Dangerous.
Crossbow.
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Yes, the Robin Hood action figure holds a small plastic crossbow. Crossbow.
Crossbow. CROSSBOW. Crossbow.
This word has a homonym, insight. It is a noun. Its definition, clear and immediate understanding. Insight.
Insight. INSI. GHT. Insight.
Concern.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
Shanti's biggest concern about her upcoming trip to Tuscany is that she doesn't speak any Italian. Concern.
Can you please repeat the word?
Concern.
Concern.
Concern. Concern. Mhm.
CONCERN. Concern.
And that completes round 6. Hard to tell that these are words that they have not studied, right? They're doing a really good job. This This word could be confused with a similar word, looming. It is a verb. Its definition, taking shape as an impending occurrence, looming.
Can you use it for sentence?
Sure. Hermione chartered out a strict study schedule to prepare for the final exams that were looming. Looming.
Moving. Looming. Moving.
Implore.
Can you repeat the word?
Implore.
Can you use it in sentence, please?
Sure. Students are wasting their time if they implore Mr. Cates to extend the research paper's due date. Implore.
Can I have the definition?
Yes, to urgently petition, beseech, implore.
Implore. IMPLOR. Implore.
This word has a near homonym, vowel. It is a noun. Its definition, one of a class of speech sounds in the articulation of which the oral part of the breath channel is not blocked and is not constricted enough to cause audible friction. Vowel.
May you repeat the word, please?
Vowel.
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 V. W. E. L.
Sponsor.
Can you please give me the word's definition?
Sure. One who assumes responsibility for some other person or thing. Sponsor.
Sponsor. S. P. O. N. S. O. R. Sponsor.
Riddled.
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 R-I-D-D-L-E-D. Riddled.
Union.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
Sure. The wedding celebrated the happy union of two people and two families. Union.
Union. U-N-I-O-N. Union.
And that completes round 7. The kids that you see sitting on the stage are going to be like the top 5 spellers here at Wertheimer. So let's give them a big round of applause. So, spellers, if one of you should miss at this round, I want you to just go sit over there, because sometimes we have everybody in the whole round miss, and so then we bring everybody back. So then I'll tell you when you can leave from sitting over to the side, okay? We will be awarding a champion and a runner-up. So we're getting down to the numbers now, so. Judges ready? Spellers ready? Purpose.
Purpose. P-U-R-P-O-S-E. Purpose.
Squabble. Squabble.
Can you give the word's definition?
Sure. A noisy altercation, usually over something insignificant. Squabble.
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 S-U-A-B-B-L-E.
Console.
Can you give me the definition?
Sure. A panel or cabinet on which are mounted dials, switches, and other apparatus used in centrally controlling electrical or mechanical devices. Console. The console in the cockpit of the NASA space shuttle was filled with buttons and switches. Console.
Console. C-O-N-S-O-L-E. Console.
Smuggler.
Man, people.
Smuggler.
S-M-U-G-G-L-E-R. Smart.
Regulatory.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
Regulatory signs are posted. Regulatory signs are posted to indicate or reinforce traffic laws. Regulatory. Regulatory.
Regulatory.
Regulatory.
Regulatory.
Yes.
R-E-G-U-L-A-T-O-R-Y. Regulatory.
And that completes round 8. I want to point out one thing before we move on. These students have been best sportsmen I have ever seen. When one of them spells well, they clap for each other, and they are to be commended on that. That is not an easy thing to do, because you know you want to win yourself. So good job, spellers. Influential.
Influential. I-N-F-L-U-E-N-T-I-A-L. Influential.
Editor.
you please repeat that?
Editor.
Can you use the word definition?
Sure. One who revises, corrects, or arranges the contents and style of the literary, artistic, or musical work of others for publication or presentation. Editor.
Editor. E-D-I-T-O-R. Editor.
Carbon.
Can you repeat the word?
Carbon.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Both diamonds and coal are made up of carbon. Carbon.
Can you use the word's definition?
A non-metallic element that is a constituent of coal, petroleum, limestone, and all organic compounds. Carbon.
Carbon. C-A-R-B-O-N. Carbon.
Passive.
May you repeat the word?
Passive.
Passive. P-A-S-S-I-V. Passive.
Structural.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
The structural details of a house consist of floor joists, rafters, wall and partition studs, support columns, and foundations. Structural.
Structural. S-T-R-U-C. T-U-R-A-L. Structural.
And that completes round 9. Worsen.
Can you please use that in a sentence?
Yes. Kylie promises she will call the doctor if her cold symptoms worsen. Worsen.
Worsen. W-O-R-S-E-N. Worsen.
Glorious.
Glorious. G-L-O-R-I-O-U-S. Glorious.
Titanic.
Titanic. Can you use that in a sentence?
World War II brought political change on a titanic scale to Europe. Titanic.
Titanic. T-I-T-A-N-I-C. Titanic.
Caterer.
Can you repeat the word?
Caterer.
Can you please repeat the word?
Caterer.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. The caterer placed a parsley leaf on each deviled egg. Caterer.
Caterer. A-T-A-W-O-R-N. Caterer.
This word has a homonym. Lapse. It is a verb. Its definition, an accidental mistake or error. Lapse.
Lapse. L-A-P-S-E. Lapse.
And that completes round 10. Bonus.
Bonus. P-O-N-U-S. Bonus.
Enforce.
Enforce. E-N-F-O-R-C-E. Enforce.
Suspect.
Suspect. Can you put that in a sentence?
Police showed witnesses photos of the suspect, hoping someone could identify her. Suspect.
Suspect. S-U-S-P-E-C-T. Suspect.
Approve.
Approve. A-P-P-R-O-V-E. Approve.
And that completes round 11. Heavily.
Heavily. H-E-A-V-I-L-Y. Heavily.
Patrol.
Patrol. P-A-T-R-O-L. Patrol.
This word has a homonym. Intention. It is a noun. Its definition, an act of having in mind as a design or purpose. Resolve. Intention.
Intention. I-N-T-E-N-T-I-O. Intention.
Parentage.
Parentage. P-A-R-E-N-T-A-G-E. Parentage.
And that completes round 12. Conspirator.
Can you use that in a sentence?
The mayor identified the alleged conspirator at a news conference. Conspirator.
Can you give me the definition?
One that plans or contrives. Plotter. Conspirator.
Conspirator. C-O-N-S-P-I-R-A-T-O-R. Conspirator.
Prefix.
Prefix. Prefix. Prefix.
This word could be confused with a similar word, impel. It is a verb. Its definition, to urge or drive by force or constraint. Impel.
Can I hear the definition again?
To urge or drive by force or constraint. Impel. Numerous aspects of Yuko's personality impel him to stay organized and create lists. Impel.
Impel. I-M-P-A-L-E. Impel.
Giddiness.
Please use it in a sentence.
The soccer team's giddiness resulted from winning the match. Giddiness.
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 Giddiness. G-I-D-D I-N-E-S-S. Giddiness.
And that completes round 13. The last speller who went out, what number was he? Stand up. We want to give you a round of applause. You are number 4. And remember, you can spell in 7th grade and in 8th grade. So keep spelling. Round 14, curtail.
Can you give me the definition?
Shorten in duration or scope, abridge, reduce, curtail.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The students were warned that their grades would be affected if they did not curtail their disruptive behavior. Curtail.
Curtail. C-O-R-T-A-I-L. Curtail.
Would you please just sit there to the side until we see how this round goes? Positivity.
Positivity. P-O-S-I-V-I-T. Positivity.
Despite.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
Elena loved her puppy despite the fact that he had kept her up most nights since she brought him home. Despite.
Despite. D-I-S-P-I-T-E. Despite.
20, go sit right there next to her. Speller 11. We will have a possible championship word. This word could be confused with a similar word, civil. It is an adjective. Its definition, educated, cultured, or sophisticated. Civil.
May you please use that in a sentence?
Sure. Atsuko told the twins that they would be as wild as they wanted in the car as long as they were civil in the museum. Civil.
Civil. C-I-V-I-L.
We have a champion. You may sit down and breathe easy. Come over here and sit over here. Thank you, right? She said thank you. All right, because we are looking for a runner-up, I need 2 spellers to come back so we can see who will be second place. Same thing, if you miss the word, you're gonna go sit over there because at one of my schools, this went on for a little while. I hope none of you had lunch plans. So this is officially round 16. Soberly. Sure. The doctor revealed the test results so soberly that the patient almost didn't realize he was getting good news. Soberly.
Soberly. S-O-B-E-R-L-Y. Soberly.
Atlantic.
Atlantic. A-T-L-A-N-T-I-C. Atlantic.
And that's the end of round 16. Professional.
Professional. P-R-O-F-E-S-S. I-O-N-A-L. Professional.
Institute.
Institute. Can you please use it in a sentence?
Sure. The university will institute Ms. Gonzalez as the new dean when the semester begins. Institute.
Institute. I-N-S-T-I-T-U-T-E. Institute.
And that completes round 17. Seniority.
Can you give me the definition?
Priority, especially of birth, office, or service. Seniority.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The company policy was to promote employees based on achievement rather than simply on seniority. Seniority.
Seniority. S-E-N-I-O-R-I-T-Y. Seniority.
Volatile.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
Jasmine's study abroad was canceled because the political situation in her destination country was very volatile. Volatile.
Volatile.
Volatile.
Volatile. V-O-L-I-T-O-L. Volatile.
And so turn your number. Speller 20 is our 3rd place finisher. Let's give him a big round of applause. And so turn your number. I'm sorry, I can't see. Number 4 is our 2nd place finisher. Let's give her a big round of applause. I think there are awards to be given. Here, you can have a microphone. Or you can do it up there. Speller 4, will you step to the
Well, the last tell us your name and who teaches you reading language spelling, you know.
My name is Taylor, and speaking my teacher is Mr. Campbell.
Who does?
My name is Jan and Polly, my teacher's name is Parrish.
all spellers? Could it be okay if they came up to the stage so we can have a group shot?
Spelling Bee.
And spelling bees. Thank you. Great.
Front office, what period are we in?
We're going into fifth period.
I told Dee to go cover Parrish so Parrish can come so we take a picture.
EJ, get your.
I told her she's coming. I just don't want that girl to.
Turn it around.